Back to nature. Oh, back to nature. Back to nature.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. What's up? Hello. It's your girl again, Randwati kama kawaida. This video is courtesy of Colstar Production Studios. We have our team here. It's so fun, and it's always fun when you share, like, subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's at #ChooseKind and at Colstar Production. We'll gladly do appreciate. And if you're new, feel appreciated. Come on board. This is where we love. This is where we spread kindness. This is where basically it's your safe space. This is where we get to spread the voice that speaketh louder than every voice. So today, what am I focusing on? I'm focusing on a certain character in the Bible called Joshua. If you didn't know him today, you're gonna know him. And he was given a new role in his life. And that's what I want us to take home today. You are going to get a new role. So I'm going to get a new role, and that's basically what's going to drive us even at these trying times when everything seems to be stretching out, your energy seems to be sapped out, and you feel that everything is draining you up. So, and this week I was just reflecting in the book of Joshua 1. Basically, that's what I read about how Joshua was given a new role when Moses passed and all that stuff, you know. And he was given a role to drag more than 2 million people to the promised land. You know, Moses didn't get to go there, so Joshua was given the role. And a man of Joshua's capability, you can imagine being given more than 2 million people right now. Even you yourself, it's even not logic. So guys, it was hard for him. You know, in the midst of 2 million people, you have hard-headed people, you have all sorts of people, you have good and bad people. Well, I don't know what your definition of a good person or a bad person is, but yeah, it's life. But Joshua was like, God, I don't have even the capability like my brother had to drag these people into the promised land. But what am I trying to tell you? God does not look at your insignificant life. He does not look at your imperfect life. He does not look at your past sins. He does not look at what you can do or what you can't do. God can just use you to accomplish his greater missions, to accomplish his greater purposes. So today I want you to gain a new role. And another thing I learned from Joshua is that he was courageous. And this is what God told him in Joshua 1:9. That be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid, nor don't you be discouraged. But I am the Lord your God, and I'll walk with you through this whatsoever God had promised Joshua to walk with him. So God has given you an assurance that whenever he's going to give you a new role, may it be in a company, may it be in a family, in a relationship, in a commitment, or whatever it is, God is going to walk with you in every step. And another thing that really stood out in Joshua was about when Joshua sent the 2 spies to go and spy into the city that they were going to. The spies got a prostitute. You know her name? She's called Rahab. And Rahab was very afraid as she welcomed the 2 spies in her house. You know, even you, it's very normal. You can't just take 2 strangers in your house, let them in, hide them, and they're being looked for. Actually, the king sent out his team to go and search for the spies. So she told them to hide for 3 days, and she's gonna bring them down when the search is over. What am I trying to say here? Rahab was a prostitute. Yes, a prostitute. But Rahab welcomed them. You see, even those bad people always have like a good personality in them. So Rahab took them in, protected them, hid them until the search was over, and she let them out. But she asked one thing, that if I let you go, I hope you let I and my family to be safe. Exactly. And that's how the story went on. I hope you're going to read from the book of Joshua 1 and just try to get the lessons from it. So what am I trying to tell you? God used Rahab as a prostitute to accomplish his mission. God used Rahab for a higher gain. Do you know what I mean? God can use your pain for a higher gain. The same water that can soften a tomato can harden an egg. The same life that we always wish that it could be as smoother as possible, it sometimes gets hard, it sometimes gets irritating, it sometimes gets to even get our energy sapped up, especially right now. But God has given us an assurance to always be with us despite any situation. And don't look at your insignificant life. Don't look as if you're the worst person on earth. God forgives and forgets. So if you take the will right now to just live for God, as Rahab did, God is going to bless your work. God is going to bless what you do. Whatever you touch, God is going to bless you. So my parting shot today is, take your struggles, take your pains, take your tears, your fears, put them down on paper, confess them to your heart. It does not matter whether you're torn in between a hard place and a rock. God can always work things out. And another thing, you gotta do what you gotta do. It's not a sin to keep your hope alive. So just try. Even when you want to give up, just remember, at the time when we were almost giving up, it's when Christ died for us. So I don't see any reason for you to give up, no matter how hard it looks, no matter how hard it gets, no matter how tougher it gets. Be tough on it. Be tough on it. So basically, that was my video for today. I've been your host, Redhe Randwati. This has been courtesy of Colsta Production Studios. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment down there. Click onto the notification bell so that you can get all the notifications of the videos that we do from now henceforth. Be sure God is going to bless you for this. Don't sit alone. Share with a friend, share with a family, and you're gonna be blessed. So up until next time, ciao.